for evil, and everyone has that potential for good. Everyone has the potential to become lower than the animals, shaitanic, and everyone has the potential to come close to Allah, higher than the angels. Everyone. It is very radical, even today, especially today, because this is not age of enlightenment. This is age of darkness now. We entered into the second dark ages, the Akhir of the Akhir Zaman. No enlightenment. Finished. It wasn't enlightenment to begin with anyway. So everyone has that. This is very radical. Why is this radical? Because before, almost all religions and spirituality is only concerning that group of people, that nationality, that ethnicity, within those boundaries. Not something that is international, not something that is everyone, not something. This is what makes one to be jahil and what makes one to become a Muslim. A jahil, an ignorant person, says, this is mine, that is yours, this is mine. I like yours, I can take, because you are not me. My thing, my religion, my people, my children, my possessions. You understand? And so many times, in order to identify yourself, you have to find an enemy. That time you can identify yourself. But Islam is saying no. Whole mankind is a family. You are not enemies to each other. You are made to be in different groups. You are created to be in different tribes. Not to stay in those tribes, and not for the tribe to say, I'm chosen. Every one of you, you are animals. The other tribe saying, no, I'm chosen. Every one of you, you are my slaves. No, I'm the one chosen. Every one of you, you are beneath my feet. You're supposed to serve me. It is not that. Now Islam, it is saying that everyone, all of mankind, if you call yourself mankind, if you are Bani Adam, especially since the time of the Prophet ﷺ until the last days, Qiyamah, everyone that is born in the face of this earth will belong to that one ummah. And you cannot separate yourself. That ayat is saying, although we have separated you, it is so that you can find each other and learn from each other. We have separated you for you to come together. We have separated you, put you apart, for you to understand that to be apart, you are incomplete. You must find your completion with each other. Even in that ayat is everything there. It's everything with Islam, it's everything with spirituality. We are not created here in this world. We are created in paradise. We're sent to this world to go back to paradise. This separation is for us to come together. Because that is our reality. It is unity. It is not separation. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. From Allah we came, to Allah is our return. So this is something that is very unusual, very radical. Only now, or since the time of fake enlightenment, that they say, oh, all humankind, we are humans, we are the same, must treat each other fairly, equally, It's BS anyway. It's only equal for you, for white people, or for black people. Later they learn, other races learn, oh, okay, we have to learn from that. Okay, then the chosen people, the black people. Then the Chinese got very upset. They say, no, we are the chosen people. We are the center of the universe. Other people got upset. They say, no, we are chosen. Everyone is saying we are special. We're the only ones. That is complete ego. So this radical idea that everyone belonging to the same, and everyone has the same evil, and everyone has the same goodness, everyone has the same soul. It is only in Islam. It is only by the Prophet ﷺ. Even Isa ﷺ, he says, go and teach the nations. He meant the nations of Bani Israel, not to go to the Romans. Who went to the Romans? The other 12 disciples, they went to the Romans? No. It was only that Hellenized Jew, Paul, that took the teachings of Isa alayhi salam, perverted it according to ideology, according to secularism, according to Hellenism, because at that time it was the Greek world that was controlling the thought and the mind and civilization, turning it, so many Muslim scholars are doing it today, Western Islam, neither of the East or of the West, that kind of thing. He did that. That's why it spread. And in order for that to spread too, they have to cut here from Christianity, cut here from, not Christianity, the teachings of Isa alayhi salam. Isa alayhi salam, he was circumcised. They say, we don't like that. So he cut, so we're going to cut too. We don't like that part. He has a shariat because he's following Musa alayhi salam, that he says clearly, I'm sent here to make sure that you fulfill every law. He doesn't like it. He said, because, other people, these Romans, these Greeks, these ones, they will not like all these things. So we have to change, just like scholars of today. We have to change it. It doesn't fit to the time, they're saying. This is old. It doesn't fit. You want to be successful. You want them to love us. You want to stop them thinking that we are terrorists. We have to be like them. Then they're going to like us. So Allah had created us into different nationalities for us to find each other, for us to complete each other. Because each one is a mirror of the other. Each one is a part of the other. If you cannot start understanding what the Prophet ﷺ is saying, the Arab is not higher than the Ajam, and the Ajam is no higher than the Arab. The Arab is no higher than the foreigner, non-Arabs, and the non-Arabs is no higher than the... Except for what? Except for nearness to Allah, taqwa. And that taqwa, nearness to Allah, it is not only given to Arabs, not only given to Jews, not only given to blacks, not only given to Chinese or Turks or Pakistanis. It's given to everyone. Everyone has that potential. Now understand the mercy of Islam. So, the hadith that you're saying, you're not understanding. We'll go back to it. So you're saying, because the hadith in the khutbah, part of that longer hadith, is a very long hadith, part of it saying, one of the signs of the Akhir Zaman is going to find people in the Akhir Zaman, they're going to curse their ancestors. And you say, yes, this cursing thing. You're shocked. You say, oh, the Shias are the only one who curse. I said, the Shias are not the only ones who have that exclusivity to that. Who is saying? They copyright that? They trademark it? No. The Sunnis are making it, so-called Sunnis. Some Sufis are also making it. Well, if you deviate, deviation, it has no religion. Deviation is in every person, is in everyone who follows any belief. They can deviate. So, are we cursing at our ancestors? Of course we are. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, Allah is going to send a red wind. Do I need to explain what is a red wind? Something that is just turn the whole skies to be red and finish everything. Our Prophet ﷺ knew 1400 years ago a wind, meaning that atomic, that nuclear wind that is going to come and just blew everything out. 1400 years ago. It says, or the earth will swallow, meaning what? Earthquake. Just opening up and swallowing. But the last part, oh, they will turn into animals. That one we are yet to see. It is happening metaphorically. People are becoming like animals. People only thinking like animals think. To eat, to sleep, to marry, and that's it. But no, that is going to come. What is that? What is that? Do you know? You don't know. Do animals eat each other? Do humans eat each other? No. This is one thing that separates humans from animals. We don't eat each other, correct? we will eat each other. They are doing that anyway, different parts of the world. They're doing it, but it will become widespread now. The time will come, it will become widespread that they are going to start eating each other. And Sheikh Effendi has warned this country for decades, saying because of wasting. It takes 20 people, their lives and their money and their energy and everything to make one American person to be alive. 20 world citizens to make one. And we're wasting. Because of this wasting, the curse is going to come. People will start eating each other, biting and eating each other. Because time will come when there's nothing left to eat. And you never train yourself to control your stomach. And you didn't train yourself to share. Oh, you think that time, if you didn't train yourself to share, you're going to be human? You're going to be worth, this is mine, not yours. You think Prophet ﷺ didn't go through starvation? Sahaba Kiram didn't go through starvation? They did. For a long time. They did. They saw their parents dying. They were not living by miracles, Prophet showing miracles every single day that they were living. They suffered. Because the Akhir Zaman, this is how we're going to suffer. This is how we're going to believe. This is how we're going to feel. They were seeing their little children dying from hunger in front of their eyes. These days, they don't let us to touch even their children a little bit, for good. What happens in that time where there's nothing left and you're going to see your children die of hunger? But to keep your faith strong. What are you going to do that time? Something to think about, right? For me and for you. You see these mountains where there's nothing but leaves and grass and trees. This is green still, although it is fall time now. But we're talking about the mountains of the Hijaz, where there's nothing there. They were eating the barks from the trees. They were eating twigs and leaves. There was nothing else growing, and they were dying. It wasn't 1 month or 2 months. It was a long time. And they were dying just looking at the Prophet ﷺ. You think Prophet ﷺ, he didn't feel? Astaghfirullah. You think he didn't feel sad? You see how Allah was testing them? And we're not going to be tested. What did they do to be put to that test? Nothing. They didn't do anything. What have we done? That's not a test, it's a punishment. We deserve it if it happens. It's not a test. A test is when you study for something, you are ready. Correct? It's going to be a test, you have to study, you're ready. Can you say a test is your punishment? No, it is not. The test is an opportunity for you to rise in your level. A punishment is just something that's going to keep you clean, for you to just break even. This is not a test that is going to come. This is a punishment for us just to break even and to become clean. Yeah. When we don't know how to share, when we don't know how to understand, when we're too emotional, passionate about things that is not belonging to us. And as believers, nothing belongs to us. At that time, we will fail in that test too. We will fail. We will fail. Then all our sohbats, all our zikr, it's nothing. It becomes just everyone turning to animals. This is mine, this is yours. Don't you dare touch anything. If you touch it, I'm going to kill you. Because I have to protect my family. I have to protect myself. Did Prophet ﷺ ever behave like that? We ever hear him? saying, my family, familia, my family first. Did we ever hear that? Or did we hear the opposite of his family being sacrificed? That the first one to be sacrificed, really, we say like this or like that, his most beloved one, Hazrati Khadija, that she passed in that year of sadness when that embargo was put on them, that they couldn't buy any food, they couldn't work, they had nothing. In that condition, she got really weak, she got sick, and she passed. So where are Muslims going to learn? Oh, we're going to learn from movies how to live in those times? This is what we're doing. Or we're going to learn from YouTube videos. This is what we're doing. But we're not learning from the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So they went through all of that. And if we don't stop cursing our ancestors, it will reach us too. We are not so great. We are not great at all. Muslims today, we are not so great. We are not great in our knowledge. We're not great in our strength. We're not great in our adab. We're not great in our morality. We're not great in our bravery. Nothing. What makes us think that we're better than those who came before us? That we can start cursing at them directly or indirectly, and to say we have nothing to learn from them. This is what Wahhabism is teaching us. And it's spread everywhere. Because Wahhabism is not just Wahhabism. Wahhabism is arrogance. It is shaitanism. It is arrogance, pride. And that, you don't need Wahhabism or Salafism to teach pride. It can come in so many different forms. He's going to tell you, you are the only one that's right. Your people, your family, you are special. Everyone else is animal. Kill them. Finish them off. So yes, all those things have been happening. The red winds have been hitting this world here and there sometime. Yes. Are we remembering those times? Oh no. No, we're not. Are we sitting remembering as a nation what had happened to Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Are we? To sit and to say this is very bad. That's why 50 years later we can have people saying we must do it again. Why not? Generations of people, not just one person sitting in that house. So many. Yes, we must. Why not? Finish them all. Because you're not reminded. Because, oh, you did something wrong, put it under the carpet. We're great. We are good. Put it under the carpet. Are we remembering? Okay. You want to remember? You want to be Muslim Americans? You say this is our country? Are the Muslims gathering for Hiroshima and Nagasaki and saying that, look, this happened. We are part of this nation. We are part of its history. Name me one scholar who's sitting down to say we have to do this. Instead of going and celebrating Thanksgiving and fighting whether Thanksgiving it is in Islam or not, to remember Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that it happened, it can happen again. And we are here to remember so that it doesn't happen again. What can we do? What is Allah teaching us? And there are so many things that us as a nation, we have done wrong. It's just one. We're not remembering how we are part of that history that is taking one whole race of people that had a very high civilization as well, and to make them to become slaves. And convincing them that they're animals. We're not sitting down to understand that either. Or to say that we are also the guests of this land, the actual owners of this land, that we have tyrannized and we have oppressed and we have committed genocide on. Are the Muslims sitting to think and does understand this and to ask Allah for forgiveness because we are sitting on their land? Maybe this is what the scholars should be busy with. If you want to say the love of the country, the land, is part of faith, correct? That one knows how to quote it every time and get into a kind of emotional, kind of womanish kind of thing, but not understanding, okay, wrong things that we have done. This is love of our land. We must, for the love of this land, not for the curse of Allah to come to visit us. So many other things that we have committed also, to sit and to think. The question yesterday, Masud was asking, the Muslims, we've slipped and we've fallen, but we're not getting up to see where we have fallen and how we have fallen, and to prevent that. This is a great country, but we made a lot of slips too. Muslims are part of this country. If other people are not going to acknowledge, we should. Name me one scholar that is busy with that. None. They're busy with Malayani. Because we're not busy with Tawbah. If you're not busy with Tawbah, asking Allah for forgiveness, then you become worse than Shaitan, because Shaitan is not asking for Tawbah. He knows he's committed a wrong thing. He's not asking Allah for forgiveness. When Musa alayhi salam, he was going up to the mountain of Tur, and he saw Shaitan there at the bottom. He's saying, Ya Musa, when you go up, can you give a message to your Lord? He's very proud. He says, to your Lord. Musa alayhi salam is saying, Oh Melun, what are you saying? He says, say to him that your Lord is most unjust, because I committed a mistake. Adam created a mistake, made a mistake. I made a mistake, but Allah forgave him and he didn't forgive me. So he is unjust. Musa alayhi salam, you see how Shaitan makes confusion? It's pretty logical, but it's hiding hiding the truth. You can be logical by hiding the truth. Of course you can. And when Musa alayhi salam went up, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say Musa, what is bothering you? It is known to you, Ya Rabbi. Shaitan asked me this question. I don't know how to answer. He's saying your Lord is most unjust, Hasha, because I made a mistake and Adam alayhi salam made a mistake, but he forgave Adam alayhi salam, he didn't forgive me. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, it's very easy, Ya Musa. When you go down, say to him, you know where Adam alayhi salam is buried, his grave. Go to his grave and make one sajda there to his grave, and you will be forgiven, and your Lord is most forgiving. And when Musa alayhi salam came back and he told the Shaitan, my Lord is most just, he's saying to you, find where Adam alayhi salam is, you know where he is buried, put your head down as you were commanded to do in the day of creation, to bow down to Adam alayhi salam once. Go and bow down to his grave one time, and you'll be forgiven everything that you have done since then. And Shaitan just laughed, becoming more shaitanic, saying, I didn't bow down to him when he was alive. Now he wants me to bow down to his dead bones. He becomes even more shaitanic. Isn't that our attitude today? Isn't that majority of the people our attitude today? We become worse than Shaitan. Yes, the potential for us to become Shaitan and worse than Shaitan, it is there. It is in everyone. So we're not making tawbah. How Allah is going to forgive? Then how are you going to bounce back? May Allah protect us, inshallah. Bear witness, Ya Rabbi, we are not those ones who are cursing to our ancestors. They are on top of our heads. May their feet always be on our necks. May we always learn from them. May they always pray for us. We're asking you for the blessings of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, Sultan al-Awliya and Sahib al-Saif, for us to always be together, and for confusion to leave our Jamaat, confusion to leave our hearts, confusion to leave our actions and our intentions, Ya Rabbi. Make us to become sincere, The strong ones, let us be strong. The weak ones, let them be strong, or let them to be out from us, Ya Rabbi. We are not asking for anything of this dunya. We're only asking for you. Through your Prophet, we're asking for our Shaykh, Ya Rabbi. Al-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Amen.